What do you do when things don't go the way you want? Maybe you don't get that promotion that you've been working so hard for, or the airline promises but never delivers your luggage, and you're wearing the same stinking t-shirt now for the 5 days straight. How about that fabulous first date that looks you in the eye and says, I'll give you a call in a couple days. But they don't. I actually struggled with that one because growing up, I was expected to get an arranged marriage. So I had endured years without dating. And now that I was finally out there, these guys don't even give me a call back. I was resentful, holding myself back because I was convinced that I would never find my match. When things don't go our way, it's tempting to follow a script that says you are a helpless victim and they're a horrible person. You are now at the mercy of that person and that situation. You have no power, you have no choice. This victim script leaves you trapped, feeling bitter, and living small. Now, you guys want the good news? Are you ready for it? You get to decide whether to follow this victim script or flip it. That's right. You can actually choose to use your power just by flipping that script. I got this during a dreadful situation when I was 24. At the time, my life was going wonderfully. I had just earned my master's degree, moved from boring Ohio to bustling Chicago, and I was on my way towards making a meaningful difference, doing community organizing work. Until one night, I was alone in the street front office, and this tall, lean man with a lost look walks through the door. May I help you? Can I use the bathroom? So he goes to the back room to use the bathroom. Half a minute later, you got any more toilet paper? So I head towards the back room. Well, the repair and rebuild volunteer crew must have left laying out on that workbench a sledgehammer. Get down on your knees, or I'll bash your skull in. I was shocked. I couldn't believe this was happening to me. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll be rescued, right? I mean, that's what always happens in the movies. The cops, the superheroes, someone. No one. Not even my coworkers were expected back that night. That's when it hit me. This is really happening. Terror flooded my body. My knees wanted to buckle. I was on the verge of falling apart because I was following that victim script. Just then, I remembered something my self-defense instructor from college told us. He said, don't act like a victim. I get to decide. Not my situation, not my fear. I decide if I'm a victim. Well, rather than collapsing helplessly on the floor, I flipped my script. I stood tall and collected. That helped. But he kept threatening me. And I knew he had the power to do whatever he wanted physically, including kill me. So I did what I thought would help me best survive. I chose to kneel. I chose it. I realized he can't harm me, not the real me, because the real me is not physical. And once I got that, I started to see him less as a menacing monster and more as a hurt human. I also found ways to help him see my humanity. Like when he was expressing dissatisfaction that I wasn't doing what he wanted me to do and the way he wanted me to do it, well, I didn't want to do what he wanted me to do. I said, in my culture, I'm not even allowed to date. You might want to find someone else who knows what they're doing. He backed off. And over the next few moments, I stood up and safely walked out the front door. Things often don't happen the way we want, whether it's with our boss, the airline, or a first date. And it's tempting to follow that victim script. But remember, you always have the option to claim your power. And so you know what to do. Flip your script.